Are you wondering why your New Year resolutions never worked out for you? Or maybe why you wanted something to change, but you always got to that point where you lose your motivation? Well, I got some news for you that will make it possible to finish off what you started after all. See, the problem is not that you don't have motivation. Like, everyone has motivation. But listen up for what I'm about to tell you. See, it's not motivation itself. Because we all know sometimes you really feel like doing something, or you really feel like setting a certain goal, but then other times you get the problem where we really don't feel like it. We just don't feel the motivation that we had the day before. And maybe after watching a motivation video or listening to a speech or whatever, you often feel a certain drive for a bit. You start off again full energy, but then you find out it doesn't last. And that is not because you don't have motivation. Like, listen closely. The problem is, we don't know our own motivation strategies. We don't know at all how our mind works, and only do things when our mind gets a certain motivation trigger. But did you know that there are actually motivation strategies that our mind uses to get a certain state? So if you're not in control of those, then you're only gonna work on the days you feel like it, and that will get you nowhere. Like, you'll become a dog chasing its own tail. Think about it. The moment you make a decision to do something, there has to be something that started it, right? Maybe it started with a word you heard, maybe a thought, or something you visualized, or maybe something you felt physically. But things don't start from out of nowhere. And that sounds logic, right? And then there's also a syntax. And that's basically the order where your strategy is in. For example, you cannot call the phone number of the friend you wanted to reach if you put the numbers in the wrong order. Just like you also can't find your motivation state if you put your strategy in the wrong order. Now we question ourselves. Like, I got my training coach with schedules and my nice sports gear, or I know why I want to finish my school and I know it's really important. But then we notice that even the nice sports gear and the schedules don't keep us motivated at all. Or we can't always feel motivation to get our school things done. Well, I can tell you this. You need to start to know yourself. Like Sun Tzu once quoted, "Know thy enemy and know thyself, and you will win 100 battles." Your mind will work the same. In order to win, you should know your mental enemies and know yourself. So if you really want to get your shit done and get that resolution you've been waiting for so long, send me a message or come in contact, and we can figure out how your strategies work. How we can trigger your mind into your greatest state. So get things done. Check influxmotivation.com and let's start your success program together. With motivation therapy, schedules, training, meditation, nutrition, whatever you need to achieve your greatest state. Let's start to work.